Who gets humiliated the most in the Arkham games? Aura loss and aura rebound. Batman be absolutely destroying his enemies, leaving them a humiliated mess while aura farming on their asses. This video will take a deeper look into who is the best when it comes to dealing with being humiliated by Batman from best to worst. We will only be focusing on a couple of villains that were noteworthy, so others will take a break for now. Helping me with this is my good friend Batman in a chair.
Hey everyone.
Let's not waste your time further, starting up with the first one, the Joker.
The man got whooped by Batman, shrugged it off, and kept laughing. The man turned himself into a monster and still got kaboom punched by Batman and remained cool and, kept on laughing. Even in the man with aura. Since the Joker in Arkham Knight is a hallucination, we won't really include that version here, but honestly, safe to say, Joker's probably the best when it comes to dealing with the humiliation.
Clayface, the man who was quite literally made for plot twists. Even back in Arkham Asylum, he was only pacing in his cell and he was still creepy and menacing. No yelling, no threatening, just quiet and eerie presence. Then Arkham City happens and, oh boy, jump scaring Batman with that Joker twist gave him immediate aura points. The fact that he was impersonating Joker this whole time, fooling both Batman and the player, and then reveals himself in that dramatic transformation. Also, just look at the visual. Going from Joker into the Clayface, just the visual alone, immediate aura points. Now, yeah, he does eventually lose to Batman, but here's the thing. The way he loses matters. He gets frozen mid-fight. There's no humiliation dialogue, there's no begging, no panic, just instant shutdown. And in aura terms, yeah, that is quite important. You can't really say someone handled humiliation poorly if they never got a chance to react to it. So in my opinions, in the two appearances that we saw, he never loses his aura, even when he loses the fight because he was just frozen mid-fight and didn't really get a chance to react to it. Poison Ivy.
Her seductive aura can pretty much be felt all the way back immediately in Asylum. Her vines getting infected with Titan gave her immediate aura point, but also got humbled by Batman and was just screaming all over the place, which really does not look good for her. In City, she wasn't really beaten or humiliated at all, but she was pretty much scammed by Catwoman to get into the vault and then had her little baby plant destroyed. And in Night, again, wasn't really beaten or humiliated again, but pretty much just kind of turns babyface and, helps Batman out. Oh my gosh, I gotta save the green, I gotta save the plants, blah, blah, blah. But she did help all her plants, she did all that, and then she kind of just died.
رأس الغول. Ra's didn't start with much aura, but one dip in that sweet pit and oh boy, the man is ready to end Batman. I will not lie, he does lose a lot of aura here. Begging Batman to end him and almost sacrificing his daughter is really pathetic. I don't know if he can come back from this.
Strange! Your part in this is over, Professor Strange.
Him stabbing Hugo Strange, revealing that he was behind Protocol 10 this entire time, that's a huge aura regain. That moment flips the entire situation back in his favor, reminding everyone that he is always 10 steps ahead. Now, this is dumb, but we are here to judge the aura, not the stupidness. Well, crap, he does lose a lot of aura here, but he's now gone. He has no control over that. Now, in Arkham Knight, he does get revived, but still in a weakened state. But just look at him. The man has aura even when he is weak. In that storyline in Arkham Knight, you are given two choices. You can let the man perish because of his own stupid mistakes, or because you're Batman, you have to save everyone and you have to save Ra's al Ghul. Now, depending on which choice you make, either has great aura potential. Him being proud of Batman for finally making the right decision, or aura farming on Batman and escaping. All in all, not too bad for Ra's al Ghul. The Arkham Knight.
The Arkham Knight came in with so much smoke and just wanting to kill Batman off rip. Even though Scarecrow wouldn't let him, he just wanted to. And, he did spend the entire game taunting Batman like, yeah, I know you better than you know yourself. I know you better than your allies know you. And then just flat out just shows him that he's Batman's biggest failure, aka Jason, coming back. and then gets humbled. Definitely gonna lose him a lot of aura, but he did immediately regain a fair amount of that aura by becoming Red Hood and saving Batman from Scarecrow, so you know what? Good on our boy Jason.
Killer Croc. Just look at him. An elevator does not fit him. Since the moment we laid eyes on him in Arkham Asylum, the man is just terrifying. I won't sugarcoat it, Batman absolutely destroyed him in Origins. Batman wanted answers, and Croc chose teeth. And him just dipping after one shot by a sniper is pathetic and doesn't really help. But oh boy does he regain that aura instantly in Arkham Asylum. The man was just a beast, jump scaring us all over the place, as he in fact does pop out of nowhere and starts munching on Scarecrow. The way he falls and screams here is awful, and does lose him a lot of aura points. He also does come back in Arkham City bursting through the water for that amazing Easter egg. And in my humble opinion, that does regain him the aura he lost by screaming like an idiot. Now sadly, it only goes down from here, as in Arkham Knight, it doesn't look good for him. After being experimented on, he wasn't the same but turned even more animalistic. Then he gets double teamed by Batman and Nightwing, then gets sent to prison like any other inmate. That depletes his aura in my opinion. All in all, Killer Croc had a solid presence in the Arkham games, but he does lose his aura a lot. Hugo Strange.
Hugo's aura was through the roof at the beginning of the game. Power move of, hey, I know you're Batman and I captured you. You can't stop my plan. Just the way he speaks, the way he moves, the way he looks like he don't give a damn is just unmatched. Even when Batman is so close to him, in his face, remains the same. He is not, he's not letting his guard down. And then he did eventually just get absolutely rocked and was then killed by Rage.
I'm so close. Just give me more time. Too late.
So, yeah, he literally got backstabbed.
Mr. Freeze. Oh boy, the aura that man had, bursting into Wayne Manor, showing everyone immediately who's boss. Bro even freezes Batman in his place, then kidnaps Boyle right in front of him. God dang it, Dutch, the aura on this man is crazy. Batman tries to threaten a man who has lost everything.
Threats are meaningless to a man who has lost everything.
That quote alone gives him aura. The man all in all had such a great entrance, but the Bat of Justice fears no aura, as Batman does take him down. Now, even in defeat, the man is set focused on his purpose, Nora. I would say he didn't whine, complain, or cry. The man handled it pretty well. Now, in Arkham City, it's a different story. The man pretty much started with zero aura. No suit, no freeze, no gun, no Nora, no aura. The man was kidnapped by a small man named Penguin and displayed as some prize. Batman frees him, see what I did there? Batman decides, let me humiliate him even more. It was apparently not a good day to push Batman. Freeze whining and begging Batman does not look good for him. The aura loss is crazy. Just wow, the humiliation ritual is on another level here. Batman, I guess, felt bad as he does help him get his suit back. Now, Batman needed Freeze so he could synthesize a cure. And Freeze does do that, but
You don't want to do this, Freeze.
Oh, I believe I do. You will bring me Nora, or you will die.
oh wow. The aura plot twist was crazy here. This boss fight in general is so iconic and synonymous with the character of Mr. Freeze. Just listen to some of the things he says.
This will be very true. I wish I will fight you as enemy.
In terms of aura, this boss fight serves him well. But sadly, it doesn't last for long, as that aura is drained again as Batman re-humbles him. The switch up from demanding to begging is crazy. Batman, being the good guy that he is, does indeed help him find Nora. And you could say Batman and Mr. Freeze are on good terms now. In Arkham Knight, Nora is kidnapped by the militia in order to force Freeze to attack Batman. Freeze remembered the humiliation ritual he faced in Arkham City and was like, nah, I'ma be your friend, Batman. Nora was released from her pod, and Batman and Freeze worked together to beat the militia. Nora decided to live out her last days with Freeze. The man had a beautiful ending to his story, but beautiful endings don't mean you handle humiliation well, as Freeze had a strong start, but it went downhill. Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn's debut outfit with that nurse outfit in Asylum is definitely gonna earn her some real aura points, if you know what I'm saying. And in Asylum, she was fairly challenging to Batman. You know, she gave Joker the tools to take over the Asylum, subdued Quincy Sharp, lucky bastard, and was pretty much responsible for, like, keeping Gordon hostage. And then also definitely has some aura here. While Batman does eventually find Gordon and knock her the fuck out, while this doesn't look good for her, we don't see much of her later on in the game, or for a bit of the game, until later on, right before her boss fight in the penitentiary. We find ourselves fighting some thugs with her dangling over our heads, you know, flexing her sexy looks and her sexy outfit. And after the fight, she does this, which, yeah, that's pretty fucking badass, I will say. Then we find ourselves in a combat section, or if you want to call it a boss, where Harley's in control of the electric floor panels. Batman completely rocks all of these guys' shit. And then, you know, Harley, thinking she's all whatever, tries going in for an attack, and then just one-shotted. Literally didn't even throw a punch, just grabbed her and just threw her into a metal bar. Like, bro, does not look good for, and then immediately it gets thrown into a jail cell and is just crying for possibly hours, I will say. So she lost a lot of aura, if you want to say that. I have to admit, Asylum Harley started really well, but really kind of just went downhill in terms of being cool, I guess. But we do see her again in City, and she is back on offense, and immediately same thing as Asylum, just gets tossed, bro. She did help trick Batman with the quote-unquote old fake Joker gag, and then literally bashes his head in with a baseball bat, which most likely should have caused some sort of brain damage, but we won't talk about that. Later on, she steals the remaining cure from Batman while Batman and Freeze are fighting, and then immediately gets hogtied and, you know, has her mouth duct taped by Talia, which is pretty fucking funny if you ask me. And yeah, she looks like a pretty dumb idiot in that moment. Though, after Joker's death, Harley really wanted revenge and honestly kind of gained back some coolness points. She kidnapped a bunch of cops, made a big metal memorial for Joker, kidnapped Batman, and the only reason she was stopped was because Robin came in and also rocked her shit. But that's not even her end, because she was trying to blow up a building to stop Batman. Didn't work. Batman's still alive. Almost killed was about to stab Batman, but, you know, didn't. Robin kind of hit her with the batarang. And later on in Night, she comes up still dealing with the grief of Joker. She tries taking on Batman again and actually does a great job. She teams up with Henry, gets into Panessa Studios, takes the Jokers, locks the place down pretty much. Batman gets in. She holds her own for a little while and then just kind of goes off hill from there. Yeah, she got clapped immediately pretty much. Harley had a lot of ups and downs and it all ended on a down pretty much.
Scarecrow. Look at his intro in Arkham Asylum. The man just immediately had that horror aura around him. He kept guessing injecting Batman with fear toxins, but Batman kept eating them like breakfast, to the point where Scarecrow says this in frustration.
You've ingested enough toxins to drive dead men insane. What are you?
Him saying that immediately loses him aura points, as he just showed how frustrated he is. We then follow the men into the sewers, and then, yeah, Croc must have been hungry. The aura might have been strong with him in the beginning with that intro, but as the game went on, and him screaming here like an idiot, yeah, the aura was not strong with him by the end of it. But that isn't the end of it. The man comes back with a vengeance in Arkham Knight. With that terrifying new design, he's been teasing Batman the entire game. But the first time they meet, Batman obviously did not hold back. But he dealt with it the best way possible, by checkmating Batman and revealing he knows about Barbara. Him escaping and just staring at Batman, holy crap, the aura was too much to handle here. The next time we meet him was on Stag's airship. Batman sadly picks the wrong Scarecrow and pays the price. Now look at that walk and the way he talks.
You're not dying. It just feels like you are. My toxin is filling your lungs, drowning you in your greatest fears.
Aura. Now Batman does get the Jonkles in him activated and absolutely destroys him. Scarecrow's reaction is valid here.
Something's changed. You're different.
Yeah, he is different, and he goes on to escape with style. So far, the aura has been consistent with Scarecrow in Arkham Knight. The man had so much aura, he let Gordon betray Batman and just shoot him. Scarecrow had so much aura, he lets Gordon do things he would never do normally. Because he had Barbara captive. And out of fear of what Scarecrow may do to her, Gordon did this. He actually shot Batman. And to torment Gordon further, he throws his daughter off the roof. In front of him.
You know, while editing this, it has occurred to me, maybe people have not played Arkham Knight. So if you're one of those idiots who are yet to play Arkham Knight, no, Batman is not dead. The bastard has plot armor. And yeah, Barbara's not dead as well. He goes ahead and saves her. Back to the video, I guess.
Now let's take a look at the last encounter. Bruh, do I even have to say anything? Bro just aura farms for the sake of it. That intro, him opening that door, holy crap. After abducting Batman and bringing him to Arkham Asylum, his goal was to absolutely destroy what Batman stands for. And he proceeds to reveal to the world who Batman is. With the expectation of Batman being a terrified mess after being injected with a fear toxin, he does that. He injects Batman with a fear toxin. Seeing how Batman starts laughing like a maniac, it messed with Scarecrow's head. What? After all that, you're laughing like a maniac? You're not afraid right now? I'm sorry, what? Bam, let me just inject you one more time. Scarecrow unknowingly just cured Batman of his Jonkel's fear. Batman escapes and lets Crane have a taste of his own medicine. Yeah, him screaming and shouting like a dumbass just destroyed his aura. Like, really? The guy who keeps making essays about fear is afraid? We then toss him into GCPD and look at him. It's like all that aura he had went down the drain. Yeah, sadly, Scarecrow by the end of it dealt horribly with being humiliated. The Penguin.
Honestly, in Batman Arkham Origins, at the beginning at least, Penguin really did not see Batman as a threat. Now, Batman wanted something from him, and when Batman wants something, he will get it. And Penguin pretty much instantly folded. Let's be honest. I mean, who wouldn't? Him here struggling, giving Batman what he wants, doesn't really look good for him. But honestly, after Batman was done with Deathstroke, him telling Batman to piss off with two baddies just kind of laying in the bed with him was pretty badass. So we'll give him some more coolness, up there. In Arkham City, comes back again and is just confronting Bruce in the face. Now, granted, he doesn't know Bruce is Batman, but it's still all in Bruce's face, wanting that good old-fashioned revenge. And Bruce just immediately breaks his hand. And then Penguin goes and cowers at the gate, pretty much just crying, really sad. And you can punch him, which loses him a massive amount of aura. Goes back to the museum and proceeds to pretty much kind of try and toy with Batman, and has hostages, which are the undercover cops, and then pretty much freezes Batman in place, by the way, toys with him. And then later at the fight, Batman punches him, thinks it's over, and then Penguin blows up a hole in the ground, sends him down to Grundy, and he's like, from up here, you look pretty small. And then Batman absolutely just dogs Grundy. Penguin comes down and is like, enjoy you and me left, the bat versus the bird. He couldn't do anything. There was nothing he could do, honestly. That's pretty much where his story ends, unless you want to count in if you go to him as Catwoman, he cowers in fear of Catwoman, pretty much. And in Night, he got him trying to run caches and all that, which, we'll give him one thing. He did capture Nightwing, but then immediately got dogged on by both Batman and Nightwing, sent it to the GCPD, and then later in the Nightwing DLC tried breaking out, and then just got humiliated by Nightwing. It's pretty sad. It's pretty sad to see.
Two-Face. Now, if you would like to avoid spoilers for Arkham Shadow, please skip to this point of the video. The reveal that he was the Rat King all along just immediately makes him a great foe to Batman. Just look at him, the man has aura here. After him and Bruce take a nice tumble together, we get to see him after what happened. He starts rambling like a madman, just makes him seem insane. In Arkham City, the man wasn't playing around. Him standing in the court with Catwoman hanging, looking like the biggest boss there is, started pretty strong, I'd say. But Catwoman says nah. He loses a lot of aura here, then immediately regains it, then immediately loses it again. Him hanging here like an idiot while we aura farm on his ass doesn't look good for him. His story doesn't end here. He proceeds to blow up Catwoman's apartment and steals her possessions. Him walking around here with a rocket launcher does look kinda cool. But it doesn't help, as in just a few short moments, he turns into the One-Face. Yeah, the aura that the man lost in Arkham City is just not recoverable. He does try in Arkham Knight though. He starts robbing a bunch of banks. But come on, bank robberies are like average Tuesdays for Batman. He makes him look like an average dumb thug and throws him right into GCPD to ponder on all the aura that he just lost. But yet again, he doesn't stop there, as he tries robbing banks again, but this time in Bloodhaven. Robin follows him to a waste disposal facility where he was attempting to launder the stolen money. I will admit, him sitting on that throne, taunting Robin about being inferior to Batman was pretty cool, and does successfully regain him some aura. But sadly, Robin goes ahead and depletes it again. Yeah, all in all, Two-Face is horrible when it comes to dealing with humiliation. Bane.
From the first time we get to see Bane, he is just breaking people's necks like nothing. Like they're made of sticks, bro. He looked so badass. When he meets Bane, bro, Batman doesn't even beat Bane. Batman's like honestly kind of getting his own shit rocked by Bane. Sure, he had to escape like the police and all that, but still, he broke into the Batcave, wrecked it, and then damn near basically killed Alfred. Batman just had to bring him back. Batman then, goes to Blackgate, fights Bane again, and then Batman literally has to pretty much kill him. He puts him in cardiac arrest, or cardiopulmonary arrest, or whatever they called it in the game. Stops his heart. The plan was honestly pretty smart with Batman's no-kill rule. And then Bane takes TN1, almost just kills Batman. Batman obviously stops him, which I wouldn't really say is a loss of aura, but it's definitely a loss of memories because, he lost his memory. And that same big hulking Bane is the same one that we see later on in Asylum, where he's also pretty just dumb. We don't really get to see much of him. We see him kind of sucked dry by Dr. Young, if you know what I'm saying. Wink, wink, nod, nod. Becomes normal Bane, gets defeated by Batman, and then you'd think, oh wow, he's gonna kill Batman here when he's got him in his hands, and then just gets hit by the Batmobile. So, nah. City's even worse. He helps Batman, and then immediately betrays Batman, but then just gets locked behind some metal gate, as if he couldn't just break that. I don't know. It was really weird, because he should have been able to escape in City, but I guess he didn't.
Deathstroke. The CGI trailer alone, although I don't know if it's canon or not, but oh boy does it give him aura before even playing the game. Even in the Assassin's cutscenes, look at the things that he's doing. Playing this game for the first time made it feel like he will be a big player in the later stages of the game, but nah, the man wastes no time and immediately remote claws Batman into one of the best boss fights in the series. The man came in with so much smoke, it actually appeared that the game was over before it even began. But Batman was not playing game Slade and proceeds to humble that man. Him saying, "What are you?" is admitting that Batman is better than him, which immediately loses him aura, and Batman proceeds to do this. The next time we see him is in Blackgate doing push-ups, which I will admit looks tough as shit. The man, after all, is in prison, yes, an enhanced super soldier is just in prison in an orange jumper. In Arkham Knight, he was hyped as the Arkham Knight's replacement for the militia. The audio communications with him got us hyped for the rematch.
One-on-one. Who will land more knuckle sandwiches? The fisticuffs here will be legendary.
Yeah, after all that hype, that's it. He's just back in prison, lol. Yeah, sadly the aura loss for Deathstroke is infinite in the Arkham games, making him amongst the worst when it comes to dealing with being humiliated by Batman. The Riddler.
Oh, man. If there is an Olympic sport for being so badly humiliated, it is Riddler. He is the undisputed gold medalist. Back in Origins, he was just Enigma. No question marks, no green suit, just some random dude with a computer thinking he's all that. Batman shows up then, smashes all his data relays, collects all the dirt that he had, stops that from being sent out, rehacks into the GCR towers, whatever they are. Pretty much dealt with Enigma really quickly. He went from smug and all that to salty within the matter of like couple hours in terms of the game. Then Batman just kind of walks in trying to deal with him, and then he's not there. So Batman just smashes his data relay, and that's pretty much the end of, in his very beginning, his very first outing. Asylum, he thinks he's all that, but all he does is just insult you even though you're solving all his puzzles, and then he's like, oh, you're cheating, you're cheating.
There is no way you could have beaten me. Well, you asked for it, Batman. My final challenge for the whole of Gotham is just seconds away. What? Sirens. The police. You cheat, Batman. You couldn't have outsmarted me. Police, open up! No. They can open the door now! No! Down on the ground! Down on the ground! No! Tell me, how did you work out where I was? Do you hear me? I, Edward Nigma,
Bro pulled up his IP, gave it to the officers, and was like, hey, yo, get that man. And they did, bro. He got absolutely done for, bro. He got done. He got done. The city was a good display. He built up all those Riddler rooms. He got all those hostages from the church, which, mind you, that's actually impressive that he got all those hostages from the church, put them in his Riddler rooms, and was like, yeah, you guys are mine unless Batman can save you, which he won't. And then Batman saves him, and he's like, what? That's crazy, but I'm still hidden. Just give me a couple days, and I'll build up a new Riddler room that you can't solve. And then yet again, Batman pulls up his IP with the help of Oracle. It's like, alright, I'm gonna pull up and beat his ass. Riddler had a good thing going with all the bombs and all that, but stood on the weakest part of the floor he could have ever stood on, and immediately got folded by Batman. Oh, and then put into the trap himself. Now, sure, the bomb, or at least the detonator, was deactivated. Very, very embarrassing, I must say. Knight's not much better either. He had all his Riddler trophies, all his little challenges, and Batman and Catwoman went through them, defeated them all. Batman did all the races, Batman did all the little challenges that Riddler had. Riddler's all like, you need to earn the right to fight me. Batman does. Riddler tries cheating, and then Catwoman comes back. They team up, they rock Riddler's shit, and just, my god, man, the loss of Aura is insane. It's actually so sad. Like, from his first appearance to his last, never really had too good an outing. I mean, sure, he had like a couple things here and there. He couldn't accept the loss, and he just kept coming back, and it just was not going for him.
Now, Riddler would be the worst if Black Mask didn't exist. This guy pretty much has no W's in the Arkham games. Like, at least everyone else on this list got humiliated by Batman or one other guy. But Black Mask, nah. He got humiliated by multiple people, not just Batman. In Arkham Origins, yippee! He's the main villain, right? Nope. Joker ends his girl, steals his identity and his entire operation alongside his thugs. Just look at the reveal scene. A peak scene, by the way, I really love it. It is finally revealed that it was Joker this entire time, not Roman Sionis, the actual Black Mask. Bro is on his knees, trying to act tough, like he can do anything at this point. And then... Good lord, genuinely, there is nothing but L's for this guy. Next time we see him, just wow, hanging there like the biggest loser to ever exist. Batman needed information out of him. Originally, Black Mask refused. Well, Batman did not like that and decided to humiliate him further by messing with his Peacemaker. Copperhead dropped down to attack Batman, and Sionis had an opening for an escape. But then he starts saying that he will compensate her if she ends Batman. But she basically tells him, I know you are nothing but a loser and Joker is the actual man around these parts. Like, good lord, in here, he was not only humiliated by Batman, but also by Copperhead. It's not yet over in Origins, as he for some reason has these drug stashes hidden across the city. And then he tracks Black Mask into the church in Park Row. Batman easily takes him down like any other thug and just leaves him for the GCPD. In Arkham City... Bruh. Like, bruh. Just being beat down like an actual nobody and trying to tell people that he is somebody. He's also in a DLC in Arkham City. Black Mask escapes from his initial capture in Arkham City and makes a base of operations in a Sionis meatpacking plant. As Robin, you must infiltrate the facility. It is 2 challenge maps, a Predator challenge and a combat challenge. In the combat challenge, you are fighting his thugs on a moving train, which is an awesome visual. And you get to fight Black Mask just like any other dumb thug in there. And he is also defeated like any other dumb thug in there. So far, this man has no aura at all. In Arkham Knight, we get to play as Red Hood in a way too short of a DLC. Our mission is to once and for all end Black Mask's criminal empire alongside his gun smuggling operations. Bruh. While loading into the game, The game itself says humiliate Black Mask by taking out his gang. Even the game is self-aware about how much of a loser this guy is. After taking out his thugs, we get his location, and we go ahead to end him. I will give him this, at least he is not just any other thug, he has this little sniper gun thingy, which he uses a lot during our fight. We obviously defeat this loser, and he starts begging. Like, there's just no aura here. If auraless was a word, this man would be its personification. Red Hood, being the badass that he is, ends him once and for all. I have seen some theories that this might not even be Black Mask at all, since the previous mask he wore in Arkham City was burned onto his face, and removing it would be impossible, but now we see him with his original Origins look. That really raises some questions, but still, with the context that we have here, Black Mask was brutally humiliated. Black Mask is undoubtedly the most humiliated man in the Arkham games. He quite literally gets no W's and nothing but L's. Like the others on this list were mostly only humiliated by Batman or one other guy. But Black Mask, Jiminy Christmas. He was humiliated by Batman, Joker, Copperhead, Robin, The Game, and Red Hood. Congratulations to Black Mask for being the most humiliated man in the Arkham games. Special thanks to Batman in a Chair for helping me out with this video. Please check him out and show him some love. And if you have reached this far, I would highly appreciate your support by liking and subscribing. And if you disagree with anything I said, please destroy me in the comment section below.
Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.